There are storms in this world that destroy homes, and then there are storms inside us, the ones no one else can see. Rayan lived with one of those storms. He was intelligent, passionate, always thinking, but never still. His mind was a battlefield of memories and worries. He could not stop replaying the past, nor silence his fear of the future. And every night, when the world slept, his thoughts got louder. One day, after another sleepless night, Rayan whispered to himself, "If my own mind won't listen to me, then who's really in control?" That question became the start of his journey. While walking through a crowded market, he overheard an old traveler saying, "There's a teacher beyond the mountains, a man so calm that even storms stop when he meditates." Rayan froze. A man who could calm storms? If anyone could teach him peace, it was this sage. He packed his bag that same evening and left before dawn. For days, Rayan crossed rivers and cliffs. He slept under the stars, feeling the weight of his restless thoughts. The higher he climbed, the quieter the world became, but not his mind. The storm was still there. Until one morning, he reached a small valley wrapped in fog. There, beside a mirror-like lake, sat a small wooden hut. An old man was meditating by the water, perfectly still, as if time itself had stopped. Rayan bowed and said, "Master, my mind is chaos. I want to master it. Please teach me." The old man opened his eyes and smiled. "You wish to master your mind," he said softly. "But tell me, who is the master now?" Rayan was silent. The old man stood. "Come, let's begin not with words, but with silence." They walked to the lake. "Look into the water," said the master. "What do you see?" "My reflection," Rayan replied. The master threw a pebble into the water. Ripples broke the reflection into fragments. "Now, what do you see?" "Nothing clear," said Rayan. The master smiled. "That's your mind. When it's disturbed by thoughts and fears, your truth becomes unclear. The water doesn't have to fight to be still. It simply waits." The next morning, the master handed Rayan a bowl full of oil, filled right to the brim. "Walk around the lake once," he said. "But remember, not one drop must spill." Rayan took a deep breath and began walking. The path was rough, the wind strong, but his eyes stayed fixed on the bowl, step by step, breath by breath. When he returned, he smiled. "Master, I did it. Not a single drop spilled." The master nodded. "That's good, Rayan. But tell me, did you see the sunrise, the birds, the flowers opening by the shore?" Rayan frowned. "No, I didn't notice anything. I was only focused on the bowl." The master smiled again. "And that, Rayan, is your first lesson. You can only hold one thing in your mind at a time. What you focus on becomes your world." Days passed, meditation after meditation, but Rayan's thoughts still came rushing in. He grew frustrated. "Master, I can't stop them. The more I fight, the louder they become." The old man nodded. "Good. You are finally seeing the truth. You cannot silence the storm by shouting at it." He pointed to the sky. Dark clouds were gathering again. "The lake cannot stop the storm, but when it passes, it reflects the sky again." Thunder rolled across the valley. Rain poured down as lightning flashed. The master sat silently under the rain, eyes closed, smiling. Rayan shivered beside him, cold, afraid, but strangely aware. In that storm, something changed. He stopped resisting. He simply watched. He let his thoughts crash and fade like the rain on the water. And slowly, he felt stillness. When the storm ended, the master looked at him. "Do you feel it now?" he asked. "Yes," whispered Rayan. "The peace I was chasing, was never outside. It was behind the noise all along. The master smiled. Exactly. Mastering the mind is not about control. It's about understanding. When you stop reacting, your thoughts lose power. You are the sky, Rayan. The clouds come and go, but the sky remains. The next morning, as the sun rose, Rayan bowed deeply. Thank you, Master. I finally understand. The Master smiled. You always did. You just needed silence to hear it. Rayan walked down the mountain path. The same road that once felt endless now felt light beneath his feet. The wind, the trees, the sound of his breath. Everything felt alive, but peaceful. He wasn't escaping his thoughts anymore. He was walking with them. That day, Rayan realized, when you master your mind, you master your world. And no matter how strong the storm, peace is always waiting beneath it. If this story helped you feel even a little calmer, give it a like, share it with someone who needs peace, and subscribe.